Good morning. Be- Testing. Yep. Before we begin our Anzac Liturgy today, I'd like you to thank our orchestra for the beautiful music that we had as we came in this morning. You may have gathered, because we're standing in the middle here, that we're actually going to present from here. So you need to just swing around and face this direction. If you've got a hat in your hand, just put it on the floor in front of you. And there are markers on the floor. It's really important that you are not inside the area that's been marked off. So you might need to swivel back a little bit if you snuck forward a bit.
We would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands on which we work, live and learn. We pay respect to the first Australians, their cultures, connections with country, kin and community. We would like to acknowledge and respect the elders both past, present and emerging on the land in which we walk.
Tomorrow is Anzac Day. It is a day when we remember in a special way all the Australians and New Zealanders who have died in war. People like Reverend Patrick Walsh and Weary Dunlop come to mind today, but we also remember all those women and men who served their countries in war and whose names we do not know. We remember this past history of war and pray that in the future all people will work to make peace, not war. Please stand for the Cadillac Party.
Please be seated. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Glory to you, O Lord. I love you just as the Father loves me. Remain in my love. If you obey my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have obeyed my Father's commands and remain in his love. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. My commandment is, love one another, just as I love you. The greatest love you can have for your friends is to give your life for them, and you are my friends if you do what I command you. This, then, is what I command. Love one another. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Today we enjoy the freedom for us won by the Anzacs. We lay poppies in remembrance for those who have fought and died for us. Our response is, hear our prayer, God of peace. For the many women and men of Australia and New Zealand who died during war. Hear our prayer, God of peace. For the people who are still suffering from wars of the past. For the children whose families have died during the war. For the children who have been separated from their families because of war. For people and nations suffering from today's wars. For all people working for peace between nations.
It is fitting that we should remember before God all those who have laid down their lives for us and our country and for the liberty of mankind. Let us call to remembrance in silence. Those who forsook all at the call to serve. The sailors, soldiers and airmen who went forth and returned no more. The ministers of help and healing, the chaplains, doctors and nurses who saved others but not themselves. The men and women who have gone from this district. Those whose names are written deep in our hearts into a more than conquerors through him who loved and gave himself for us. Please stand and remain standing for the ode. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. Lest we forget.